Hello and welcome back to another one, and today we have more on hip-hop album sales in the United States, and there's been a change at the top of the list for fastest selling albums of 2020 by hip-hop artists in the United States. But there's more to this based on the reception this news has been getting on social media, and it reveals something quite interesting but expected that Eminem fans have had to endure for years now. Now before we get started, this is great news for Lil Uzi Vert. Fans have waited for his album to drop for years now, and it is finally here, and fans ate it up on streaming platforms. But there's more to this story which we will be exploring in this video. But before we get started, remember to check out my previous video on how fans on social media roasted MGK for lyrics on his latest song about bodying Eminem, and that one includes some of the most hilarious tweets you've seen in a while at the expense of MGK, so check it out if you missed it at the link that pops up now. So these are the current top opening hip-hop albums of 2020 so far in the United States, and Uzi edges out Eminem for the top spot with sales of 288,000 equivalent units sold, thanks to one of the biggest streaming weeks for music in the United States. However, Uzi's EA only managed to sell 9,000 pure copies in the United States. Now while this was enough to top Eminem's numbers based on equivalent sales in the United States, but based on how EA has performed outside the United States, Eminem is most likely to retain the record for global first week sales in hip-hop for 2020 easily, and remains number 2 behind BTS so far in 2020. But that hasn't stopped many from believing the US equals the world. We often hear how sales don't matter because Eminem has dominated the 21st century completely since he came on the scene in '99. But like I've always said in previous videos, sales don't matter because it's Eminem. And I'll read a few reactions to the news that Uzi edged out Eminem's opening US first week equivalent sales figures. One reply states, "And he's off the throne now, shoulda quit while he was ahead. And just like that, now sales don't matter." Another user states, "LMAOF Eminem, Uzi outsold." And there were others along these lines, and one reply caught my attention. "Nobody should come to the comment section saying Eminem did not do promo. Revival did lesser numbers, it came with promos." Now, why do we keep acting like we don't know what happened to Revival in the United States? LSM Hip Hop slaughtered the album before it dropped because of the features, and Eminem's political stance also affected the opening sales regardless of the album's quality. This is not an opinion but a fact, and proof of this is the fact that outside the United States, Revival outperformed every hip-hop album that released in 2017 despite releasing in December, and even outperformed Kamikaze and Music to Be Murdered By outside the United States because of promotion. For instance, Revival opened with global sales of 602,000 equivalent units sold globally, despite recording its lowest opening sales since the Slim Shady LP in the United States. So the rest of the world carried Revival, and globally, Revival tops Uzi's EA first week sales easily. Promotion without Eminem slashing his fan base like on Revival will result in similar numbers to previous albums from Relapse to MMLP2 in the 1 million or more equivalent units ballpark for global first week sales. Proof of what I'm saying is how fast Revival went platinum in countries outside the United States compared to Kamikaze. In the UK, for instance, Revival went platinum in half the time it took Kamikaze to go platinum. So promo wins it for Eminem easily, regardless of the quality of the album. And since Music to Be Murdered By is a classic in my opinion, Revival and Kamikaze wouldn't have stood a chance if it had promotion. Refer back to the facts of Revival outside the United States if you doubt this. And here's another nugget of facts. Revival opened with 132,000 equivalent units sold first week in the UK compared to Kamikaze's 55,000 equivalent units in the UK without promotions, but the opposite was the case in the US. That says it all. Now on Spotify, on a global scale, Eminem still holds the record for the most streamed hip-hop album of the year 2020, only topped by Bad Bunny with over 228 million streams. So while Eminem's Music to Be Murdered By has been topped in the United States by Uzi's EA, Eminem still holds the record for fastest selling hip-hop album of the year globally, and overall only second to BTS Map of the Soul 7, over 20 years after his major debut. And the fact that many see Eminem's drop in the US to be something to celebrate is quite revealing of Eminem's dominance and also telling of where the hate stems from. That will be all for today. Hit the like button and subscribe to support the channel, and see you on the next one.